Oh, here we are. Great. Look at everyone looks so somber right now.
It's because we're like just
Everyone's
trying to figure out.
Live?
We're live. We are live.
Oh, we're live.
Oh, we're live.
Oh, we are.
Somber right now. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
We did it. Frick, Jesus Christ.
I don't see it.
4 years later, you think it.
I see it.
Oh, I see it.
I see it. Okay.
Holy moly.
Okay.
What a roller coaster.
What an emotional evening we've had already.
Does anybody know how to give permissions to apps and Facebook for going live on Zoom? Just kidding.
Yeah. Let's spend the rest of the time just doing some technical difficulty.
Great idea.
You can watch us troubleshoot. Okay, so now my biggest fear is that we've got people who aren't in the fanny pack who are requesting it, but here we go. I got this.
Yeah, Danny, just be on, accept people as they request. Just make sure you don't accept any like Nigerian princes looking for money.
This is how we get taken down.
Or anyone they did this. Promoting their Ray-Ban sunglasses business.
Okay, guys, we are letting trolls into the castle at an alarming rate.
No, you should have given Danny this permission.
No. We're gonna have to have everyone say bid.
This group is gonna be spammed with real dick pics in about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Holy buckets.
Well, I did just discover that Chelsea was not a member of the fanny pack and now is. So we're gonna. Wow. This is very exciting.
The whole microphone just fell down, so things are going great.
Things are going okay over here.
We got Ashley in the house, Allie, Andrea, hello. Kylie, Marco is cross-stitching. So it's very exciting. I think when he's at a point, he will share it in the Golden Stitch.
What is he making? Can you share it now or no?
He's making, it's like an avocado tapestry.
Cute.
Oh, beautiful.
So stay tuned.
Brian wrote, I've never refreshed so violently. That's what we were doing too. Oh.
You've never seen us sweat this much.
But we're here.
All that count.
You gotta hold it closer to your mic.
Lindsay, did you know she bought that?
I learned today via Instagram, and because remember how delayed her app was with the sound effects? She was like, wait.
I know.
Going old school.
I know. I was
no.
This is a great $8 investment. What?
Erin's dinner fell face down on the floor, so she needs this story time. Erin, I dropped an entire jar of pickles today, and it shattered in my kitchen, so that was the fun 30-minute pickup.
Did either of you guys save any of the droppings?
Yeah,
because I was gonna say 5 seconds.
I just rinsed the pickles off and put them in another pickle jar.
Yeah. Do you save or drink the pickle juice?
No, I had a friend who used to do that, and she would put a straw in the jar. And
I just tossed some pickle juice the other day because I finished a jar, and I was like, oh, should I have kept that?
My sister has started pickling things.
Oh, cool. Emma, right?
No, Meredith here.
Meredith?
She's made pickles themselves, pickled some carrots, and they're spicy. It's so good. And pickled some peppers.
Wow.
Like our friend Peter Piper. Who?
Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers.
Not a pack, a peck.
Oh, you're right. It's a pack, not a pack. Now it would be a pack, though. If you were in the grocery store, you'd ask for a pack, not a pack.
A 6-pack of pickled peppers.
Wow. This is exciting content.
Wow.
Came for Harry Potter pickle content.
Speaking of food content, should we jump into the polls?
We should. We're late.
Yeah, let's do that.
Late. So, friends, if you remember last week, we did some very important research. And this week, we thought that we would pick another important topic, which is, which of the following is your favorite sweet snack? So, if you've never done this before, go to menti.com and enter promo code Lindsay Rush loves Doritos. 64, those are the locker codes to my heart. And let's see, what do you guys love to snack on?
Wow.
I realize that 7.5 choices is tough. So pick your near favorite. You know, if you love Kit Kats, you probably love Twix.
Sure.
Oh no! See, I love Kit Kat, but I love an M&M.
You guys, people are saying
M&M's then.
Holy shit! I didn't even see Reese's Pieces or Reese's Cups as an option. Reese's.
You guys, people made some pickle jokes. We forgot. We didn't get to see that they were saying pickles up and napkins up for pickles.
We should
like
do.
that.
Should we do pickles up or napkins up this final?
Pickles up or down. We could do pickles up. Ron.
Lauren said that you can use pickle juice to steam greens like kale.
Oh, that sounds good.
Wait, that's using all parts of the pickle.
Yeah.
But then it obviously has like a dill.
You guys
You
vote
know,
up the Reese's peanut
doesn't
butter
it?
cups. I want to see them beat out Ron Weasley.
Which one?
The Reese's peanut butter cups.
You know, I would not. What would you guys have been predicting on these favorites? Because I don't know if I would have picked Reese's Cups.
Oh, I would have picked Reese's for sure.
I guess you guys would be doing better.
I feel so strongly about Haribo being the supreme gummy bear of them all that like
of the gummy bears, but this isn't a gummy bear poll.
I'm happy to see Haribo there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like it feels like the right thing to do. Do you guys remember in the 90s when Twix came out with other flavors? Because some of those are back. Cookies and cream and peanut butter. Cookies and cream Twix are back. And Skittles, remember the green used to be lime, and a couple years ago went to green apple. So
oh wow, yeah.
If you guys want to know about candy news.
My sister
Crush.
My sister loved Skittles. That was her jam.
Okay, the popcorn is slowing.
Really surprised Skittles aren't having more of a moment here.
Yeah, I did try Twinkies cereal. I don't know if you saw, but Hostess is now producing cereal.
Oh, wow.
And I hate to smear a brand, but shockingly, that cereal is not good.
Really?
You know when you have cereal and it like gets, it's actually probably a perfect representation of Hostess Twinkies because it like Twinkies are indestructible and like the cereal never quite gets soft and like mushy in the way you want it to.
Yeah, you don't want all crunch all the time.
It's full. Yeah, there's no relief.
It's like how Captain Crunch like hurts the roof of your mouth. I remember that.
Yeah.
Worth it, but
oh god, I can like feel that still.
Okay, shall we check the next one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, polls. Oh, we forgot to tell them what this is called.
That's right.
It's our pole dance. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know why I had pole dance to get jiggy with it. Who knows? Okay. Oh, it's neck and neck with Lindsay and Reese's. With Ronald and Reese's.
With hot tamale.
Like
Ronald.
Now, if he was covered in Reese's peanut butter cups, that would be the perfect option.
Okay, next up, important questions.
There's only one right answer here.
Out.
Meaning, fast food, not your fine dining.
But unless it's the prefect's bathroom.
That's the answer I want to see. Rise. Napkins all the way up. Oh, wow. McDonald's?
KFC.
Oh,
what? This is like when you're at an NBA game and like the things are racing during like
the bagel and
timeouts. Yeah. And they're like, who will win? You want like the Dunkin' Donuts coffee cups?
Yeah. That's one of my favorite things that they added to the basketball games. Come on, guys. Taco Bell. Get your votes in.
Guys, Taco Bell delivers now.
Thank you.
Support local business. I realize this is very US centric, but I wonder if hopefully these are all options. I don't think Arby's is global, is it?
No.
It should be.
I saw Sarah is on from the UK. Can you let us know if which of these you've never heard of and which we're missing?
Favorite place to eat out. Fuck, that's so funny.
Oh, Andy said that her little Jason, which I remember that Jason's made her a little onesie.
Oh, that's right. Sweet.
Just screenshot
Man,
it.
guys.
Danny, you better screenshot it. So funny.
The result.
I'm not trying to be mean, but like Subway. Whew.
Subway. I can't believe Subway's beating Arby's. This is upsetting me.
It's really upsetting. We have the meats.
Lindsay,
not
we have
saying
talked
that-
about how Arby's has the best fries.
I mean, it's up there for me.
It's up
Remember,
there, yeah.
mine was, what was my other one?
You like the waffle fries?
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I like
But
Arby's fries.
someone made a good point. You can't rank a fry. You have to rank a fry independent of sauce. And so like Chick-fil-A fries are good to me because I love Chick-fil-A sauce and, other things. So, but like Arby's fries, they stand alone.
Yeah. I
Guys,
think
we got family in the group right now. Uncle A is on.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Uncle A. So hyped for this. Woo!
We're getting updates about what we do and do not have. Yeah, Arby's is definitely not global. I personally love Arby's, but I think it's gross by other people's standards. But
You
they
know what
have
I
a
think?
really great Reuben.
They do have a good Reuben. I've had it. You know what I think of every time I think of Arby's is how our former mayor Rahm Emanuel when he used to work there and he was young and he sliced part of his finger off on the meat slicer at Arby's. That's why he has a chunk of his finger missing.
Did they ever find it?
I don't know. That's all.
Really?
That's all the story I want to know about it. But I think of it every time I see Arby's, and it upsets me. Yikes.
Poor Juliet said that all of her choices are being universally maligned. This is a judgment-free pole dance. It's just a strongly opined one.
Unless you're circling around Subway, and then I judge you.
You guys, isn't it true that Arby's name came from RB for roast beef?
Yeah.
I remember learning that and being like,
we just learned that. That's like a recent fact that we just learned.
did Kate teach us that? I don't know.
No, I think we read it somewhere.
Also,
Brand 102. Branding 102.
Yeah.
Our friend Kate is from Virginia, and Arby's in her town are like really nice. Like they have like beautiful tables and people bring the food there. And she thought all Arby's were like this and just learned that it's not true. So if you Google like Arby's Virginia, you'll see they look like lodges. There's like elk horns and like real tables and stuff.
Oh,
Not
wow.
weird.
That's wild.
Classic.
Juliet voted for Subway. Get out of here.
Oh, yeah, you can hang over here. I'll allow it. I love Subway.
Arby's has the best roast beef curtains. Agreed.
Okay, should we go on to the next?
Stop.
Clear winner. We're all eating out of the prefect's bathroom. And Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. That
Yeah,
sounds like a
Subway.
A Doritos Locos taco, flawless.
It is. It's so good.
It's really good.
Okay, get your thumbs out. This isn't just voting anymore. We want to know, what was your climax of the week? We want to see what was getting your wands up. And this doesn't have to be sexual.
What was like a highlight, a bright spot?
Yeah.
What was your ring light of the week?
Your ring light of the week.
Your ringworm.
Do you guys have one while we see these roll in?
Mine is that our new website is getting close to finished, and I'm pretty stoked about it.
You mean Obedience?
Obedient. Yeah. It's a freaking labor of love that we've been working on for a long ass time. So
It's true. New book came in the mail.
Do you have a timeline of when it'll go live?
we're hoping by end of April.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think we'll get it up by then. That's what she said. Woo!
New books. Ooh, a cherry pie and eating it all. You go. That's awesome.
You guys, does Cuomo
Cuomo's
really
nipple
have,
ring.
does he really have a nipple ring, or is that just like a weird shirt thing?
It's not a ring. It looks like a barbell. Have
It
you
looks
seen
like
the pictures?
It looks like a
What kind of
barbell
shirt
cross.
thing? What would that shirt thing be?
Also, they like in last year's pictures, he didn't have it. So I think he.
Is that a new nipple ring?
Like,
Wow.
let me go get a nipple ring. Lindsay, what was your climax?
My mom's dog smushing her nose into FaceTime. That answer is really cute. I was going to say this morning, Allie and I were guests on a business podcast. And in the beginning, Allie called me Linz. And so the host called me Linz the rest of the time. And it was like so tender. I was just like, that's really cute. I liked it.
Lynn.
Did you notice that, Allie?
I did, yeah.
She's like, now Linz, when you like that's not like, like if like someone was a Catherine and you call her Kate, like that feels like a very formal, like Linz is definitely like a very familiar, like shortening.
That's like saying, yeah, Al.
No one like
Dan.
signs their checks as Linz or like does an official like, yeah.
Although
No, it's different than Dan, I think.
Danny hates Dan though. That's not.
I know, but like that would feel like a proper
Yeah.
shortening.
That's funny. Soft
Hey,
pretzels.
what's your favorite? And babe, what's your perspective?
Sunny weather in Oregon. Oh.
I love that you can use emojis. We got a Stark Captain America.
Oh wow.
Teaching myself how to use my grandmother's sewing machine. Cool.
That's cool.
And zooming.
Playing cornhole. Ooh.
Someone died and cut their hair. Brave.
The way you said that.
Yeah,
you shouted out someone died and cut their
Oh.
hair.
Someone died and cut their own hair. Yeah, horse.
Sorry, guys.
Today is my horse's birthday. Aww.
Puzzle on FaceTime with the guy I'm dating. I saw. I wonder, like all the like new relationships. Like, how do you do that? That's tough.
Yeah.
Real tough.
One of our friend is dating a new guy, and she's been breaking quarantine rules left and right to hang.
Bad. I guess unless you, maybe if they're the only people you're seeing.
Yeah.
Like if you really get everything delivered and only, I don't know.
Each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys. Oh, the butthole edit of the Cats trailer. I haven't seen it yet, but I've been reading all about how there was a whole
Wait,
butthole
did it come
cut.
out? Did that come out?
Just not the movie, just the trailer where they only edit in the cat.
Oh, God, now I got to Google that after.
Yeah.
That's our movie. Cats.
Loved it. I wish we should have done a Fangasm live of us watching Cats stoned out of our minds. It's just,
I was like, why? What is Jellicle? I hate this.
Although
it was really fun.
We had a fun crowd in the theater because everyone was clapping and screaming and talking out loud, and
it was like an unofficial one of those screenings where you like can do that.
Yeah, it was like a Rocky Horror Picture Show, and someone was like, Jason Derulo.
That was the best.
Someone said that they screamed at the top of their lungs while driving their car, and it was really cathartic, and I love that. Like getting in your car, driving, and just like.
It's gotta feel nice.
Well, I think we should do blow down and get into this final part.
Yeah.
Right?
And you want to do predictions, right?
I did want to do that as part of right after the blowdown because I was just thinking, how does this story end?
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. This is amazing. But don't put your phones away too fast because you will stop watching us, but also we have a poll at the end. If you put your phone down, you might have a couple issues.
Okay, who wants to do the blowdown? Want to use twos?
Allie, you go. We don't got time.
It was just the spankings, remember?
Yeah.
Mostly.
Okay, so last episode we started right in the middle of sex, and they wrapped it up, decided that they wanted to do it again. They were already planning for future escapades, and then they were busted by a Polyan Pringle.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to punish both of them, and Arthur sacrificed himself, and he went into the dungeons, got his ass beat. Molly went back to Gryffindor Tower, had a little fiasco with the fat lady at the door. She was trying to get the dirt from Molly, and then she went in and waited for Arthur, and he came in, and did she like do some healing charms or spells? I'm trying to remember how she basically.
That's where
she kind of like was waiting up to take care of him, and I feel like that's where we ended.
Yeah, she told him to take his clothes off in front of the fire, so I think she's going to help him.
Yeah. Oh.
So do you guys have any predicts? Like how's this story going to end?
I feel like Molly's going to be pregnant with her first child.
6 more times.
Are they going to have sex again? Oh man, we never got a Pringle can. Someone's supposed to make Pringle artwork.
Yeah, someone make a Pringle can.
I say that it ends with them in love. I'm going to go optimistic.
Like they're like together. Oh yeah, I think it ends positively. I just don't know like what's going to like, are they going to get caught one more time? I don't know.
Maybe they have like a hardcore makeout sesh, but he's like he's still too wounded for anything else to happen, but then like love blossoms and grows, and that's how it ends. Happily ever after.
I love it.
Or
are we going
what
to
if-
attempt our song, or are we? Oh wait, Al.
I was gonna say, or I don't know, maybe we get some other character appearance that kind of swoops in and catches them. Like we get like I don't know, like a Sirius or James Potter or Remus or someone else that could have been around at that time. That would be fun, like a little cameo.
Yeah, that'd be fun. This is the astronomy tower.
Hey, Haley, I used to use that contraceptive method. It's effective.
Okay, we're going to attempt our song. Or are we giving up since it doesn't work with Zoom?
We don't give up on anything.
We don't give up.
Okay. Also, this fits with the candy theme because this is the Kit Kat theme song.
Yeah.
This is why we did it. It's all this we intended.
Totally.
Pandemic.
How many times can we get possibly busted for copyright infringement?
We'll never know.
Like, cool. We'll take those images down. Give me a break.
Oh.
Danny, someone's asking you what your background is, which means they're a youth.
Pee-wee's Playhouse. And look at the Slughorn over there. Or Slughorn.
The original.
We got the whole Ughorn clan.
A cousin.
I feel like, yeah, all of the kind of living creatures in here are the cousins.
It's perfect. Okay.
Perfect.
1,
Okay.
2, 3.
3.
Give me
Give
a
me a dick, a swish and a flick. Time for us to read another quick fanfic.
Quick.
Was I like way early?
Frick. It's like, no, it's just.
I don't know that
delaying
we
us.
know. How does it sound on recording afterwards? Are we so off? Like when you hear it later.
It sounds jacked up, but I mean, what are we gonna do?
For you guys watching at home, Zoom won't let more than one person talk at once, so we can't do anything in unison.
We can't sync up.
It's really like a curse for us.
Oh boy. Someone said, I love thinking about Allie and Lindsay in a serious business interview during the day and doing this at night.
Yeah.
Yes. We're
From
like
business to casual.
we're like Clark Kent pulling off our business suit jackets.
Okay. Are we ready?
Okay, let's do it. Lindsay, you're reading?
Whoop. I am reading. Hold on. Un sec. What? Okay. Ready?
Derulo. Yeah.
I'm gonna get on stage.
Oh, Danny, perfect.
Oh, good.
She wished she could spend time admiring his cute butt in the firelight, but the marks from the 9 tails oozed blood and toward her heart.
Oh.
Lay on your stomach on the couch. He complied, moving gingerly. She took her bowl of Murtlap essence and sat on the coffee table. Dipping her black cloth into the bowl, she lightly began to rub it over his back.
Oh
Black
my
cloth.
God. So we've had that black cloth used for pleasure and pain.
That's right.
Wow.
A low hiss emanated from deep inside him. The cold, wet rag pained the wounds initially, but as she began to wipe over the entire wounded surface, the pain began to lessen. Every time the rag felt like it was warming up and starting to lose its potency, she would rinse it off in a bowl of Murtlap. That man is pure evil. I can't believe he has the authority to dole out that kind of punishment. That has to change. This is barbaric, Molly said, with sad determination in her voice.
We should hire someone new. I know this guy named Argus Filch.
He seems like a nice guy.
Real stand-up guy.
Well, he went farther tonight than he normally would have, but yeah, I agree. I can't believe even caning is still allowed. We have to do something about it. Maybe we could go to Professor Dumbledore. Headmaster Dippet is getting old, and he has been passing most of his duties on to Dumbledore. I'm sure he'll be the headmaster soon. If he sees these marks, maybe he would finally get rid of Pringle and bring in someone a little nicer to be the caretaker.
Like
someone
not.
What'd you say?
She said like Funyuns. It's nicer than Pringles.
Headmaster Dippet is going to pursue his ice cream career.
Dippet dots.
Yeah.
What were the kangaroos that
Dunkaroos.
Someone not so focused on punishing kids, Arthur expounded. Hopefully, Pringle can take that damn cat, Mrs. Norris, too. It weirds me out. I swear there's something off about it. My mom told me there was a weird cat with a caretaker back in her day, too. It can't be the same cat, but it just gives me the spooks, shuddering as she said it.
Spoiler.
After what felt like a half hour of Molly layering on the Murtlap, the pain was all but gone. It had lowered to a dull ache. He would be sore in the morning, but at least he'd be able to sleep tonight. Okay, one last thing. These are open wounds, so I need to pour Dittany over it. I'm sorry it's going to sting and burn, but if we don't do this, you'll just relapse into a bloody mess in the night, Molly said apologetically. Have you ever thought about being a healer? You really know your stuff, Arthur stated matter-of-factly. Do your worst. I'm ready.
Oof.
Slowly. What, Dan?
Andrea made a good point that Molly and Arthur have to be older than Lily and Sirius because of how old Bill is. So they must be just older.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah. They might not
be the origin of the Black Cloth.
Oh, maybe that was the heirloom they passed down. Syria, the Marauders passed down the Marauders map, and Molly and Arthur were passing down the Black Cloth to the Marauders. I mean, this is like...
It'd be like something old, something new, or like something old, something whack, something borrowed, something black. Like there's something that they do when they graduate to like the other, like the next class below.
Maybe that's how Sirius Black got his name. That was the origin.
Also, Emily said Professor Fun Dip. Headmaster Fun Dip.
Yeah, that's good.
Slowly, she poured the Dittany from the top of his back, over his ass, and down each leg. His wounds sizzled and smoked. Arthur's breath quickened, but no moan of pain escaped him. The smoking ended, and Molly wiped him down. The wounds looked as though they were 6 months old. They were white and slightly faded. They would fade more with time, but probably would never go away fully. Marks from this whipping would be a constant reminder that he was willing to stand up and protect her from the very beginning. He was a good man. Molly's heart filled, and so did her eyes. Arthur rolled over onto his back. Wow, my back feels so much better. Dun, dun, dun. He started, but then caught the tears in her eyes. What's wrong? You just surprised me, she choked out around her tears. We had this wonderfully romantic night, and then it was ruined by this terrible man, but you still stood up and protected me. I know we've been friends for a long time, but we just started this dating thing. You had no hesitation. This was grisly, and you didn't care. It means a lot to know you care that much for me. You're special, Arthur Weasley. I just want you to know that. I'm sorry this night was ruined.
Do you think every time she sees the back tattoo, she thinks about protection in the same way that whenever Matt sees Allie's back tattoo, he's like, that's the crazy girl.
That's the crazy girl I fell in love with.
He's like, she'll protect me because all is possible. And so I know all is possible with our love.
No, he's like, all is possible, meaning I don't ever know what this day is going to bring with her. Anything could happen.
She's a loose cannon.
That's what he sees when he wakes up. He's always like, another day.
Oh,
buckle up.
Oh, she received a sound machine mail, so didn't see that coming.
All's possible. Molly, this night wasn't ruined. It was the best night of my life. Nothing that Pringle did could change that. I finally got out of my way and got the girl my dreams. I would let him put the cruciatus curse on me if I got to end the night with you in my arms, Arthur said with a confidence that betrayed the truth of his words.
You know, I just had sex, and then they go, doesn't matter, had sex. You know, I could see him like going down to Pringle's thing. He's like, I just had sex. And he's getting whipped. And he's like, doesn't matter, had sex. They'll never do it again. Doesn't matter, had sex.
Arthur now has like all the fucking confidence in the world.
Oh, I love it.
Standing next to the couch, Molly was overcome with emotions. Molly leaned in and kissed him. What was meant to be a sweet, loving kiss turned when she felt Arthur's fingers begin to trace up her calf. Ooh, erogenous zones by Snape. Maybe they started those too. Probably. She pulled back a little lightheaded. You're supposed to be healing, mister, she scorned, wagging her finger at him. I think my healer did an amazing job, Arthur said with a sly smile. I think the only thing left is to have a gorgeous redhead lay naked on top of me. Okay. What happened to the boldness of the common room? Got over that pretty easily, didn't you? Laughing to herself. Well, I think we can oblige. Let's see if you can charm my clothes off as well as I did you, though. Arthur took up the challenge gladly and grabbed his wand. Evanesque, oh, he cried.
Evanesque,
Evanesque, As she raked her nails up his inner thigh in the middle of the spell. All of Molly's clothes disappeared except her pants.
Wow.
Giggling, she said, guess we know who has better wand work. For the faux pas, I think the pants are going to stay on. You can work around them. No condom this time, though. I want to feel you inside me. Contraceptif, she cried, pointing her wand down towards her vagina. Arthur's hands wandered up Molly's thigh. It teased around the edge of her pants, feeling the warmth that was beginning to emanate from her depths. His fingers lightly pressed on the soft, thin fabric between them and his goal. Molly's hips began to rotate as he pressed harder on the fabric. Her wetness began to moisten her underpants.
Underpants.
You need a sound machine that does those.
It says underpants and vagina.
And girls' night! Vagina. So he slid the clothing to the side and slid a finger inside. Her knees buckled slightly for a moment, but she stood resolute. In and out went his finger. He then added a second finger and curled them both back against her wall, finding that little spot that was the core of her internal pleasure. With both fingers causing friction against her G-spot, he went to rub his thumb over her clit. This caused Molly to bend over to put a hand on Arthur's shoulder, bracing against the wonderful feelings building. He kept repeating the same pattern, in and out with just enough curl in external circles. It would not be long if he kept this up, but she wanted his cock to get her off. Needed to feel his skin inside her. She grabbed his hand to halt him. I'm going to fuck you now, said Molly.
Woo.
None of us predicted this.
No, this was not a
We're like, they'll fall in love and make 6 babies.
We're like, I think they'll be boyfriend, girlfriend.
I'm gonna ride him till he's raw. Okay.
I think they're going steady. She looked down at his cock standing at attention with a tuft of orange hair. She was probably wet enough at this point, but just in case.
His cock? I can picture his cock now with orange hair on it.
Like Beaker from Muppet Babies.
Yes. Oh, I hate it. I hate that thought.
She bent down, traced her tongue from his balls all the way up the underside of his shaft to the tip of his dick. Then with one motion, she bobbed down on it, swirling her tongue around the rock-hard member. After 2 or 3 bobs up and down, I feel like I want to make a bobsled joke, guys.
Make it.
That's it. That was the joke. She removed her mouth with a pop from the suction. Whoa,
Once
Pringles call back.
Once you pop, the fun don't stop.
Staring up at her, Arthur's mouth was again.
This is interactive multimedia.
Oh, oh my God. That's so good.
He couldn't speak, right? So it makes sense that he'd be a dick.
Colleen said, meep, meep, meep.
Yeah. I was trying to, he was like, meep, meep.
No, meep, meep.
Oh, yeah. Arthur's mouth was agape. Damn, thank God, Rick, you weren't keeping up with that for too long because I would not have lasted, Arthur huffed out. Molly smiled, saying, I'll take that as a compliment. Now it's time to get you inside me.
Wow.
So matter of fact. Taking off her pants, she swung her left leg over him and reached her hand behind herself, grasping his cock that was radiating heat itself now. She lined it up with her pussy and swirled the tip around her hole for a moment. It's like a bank shot. Or no, not a bank shot. What's the
around the rim?
Basketball, yeah.
Basketball, yeah.
A guttural growl issued from Arthur's chest and Molly smiled. Oh yes, he was ready to fuck. I want that to be the episode title.
That's the episode title.
Oh yes. She finally lowered herself down, slowly and steadily, taking just the head, then coming back off. She repeated this a few times, making him squirm, then back down, taking half of him, then back up and off, each time reveling in the feel of the penetration and him filling her. Then almost all of him, but not quite. After pulling him fully out of her one last time, she finally lined him up, and took the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
I just keep looking at Beaker.
I know. I keep thinking it looks like Beaker entering Molly Weasley's
the whole thing, yeah.
Vagina.
Letting his cock fill her completely. Feeling her inside stretch to accommodate his thickness, stars popped in front of her eyes and she held in a small scream. Up and down, over and over, taking him completely inside her felt amazing. Being in control of the speed and depth made sure that he was hitting her spots in just the right way. Feeling his hands grasp her hips, she looked down to see him in rapture with the sight he was seeing. The desire and passion in his eyes made her orgasm build even stronger and quicker. That mix of heat... There's Puffin.
Feeling it.
That mix of heat and desire began to concentrate deep inside her again, and she could feel herself being pushed to the edge of the cliff. Out of nowhere, Arthur thrusted as she was coming down on his cock. The sudden change had her fall over the cliff into her orgasm, and she felt him empty inside of her as well. They were falling over this cliff. It's also like, doesn't the Roadrunner make a meep meep? And I feel like that, like, Wile E. Coyote's always trying to get off the cliff. They were falling over this cliff of passion together with only each other to hold on to. She leaned forward, putting her head on his chest, and he held her tightly. Hey, this is how the Planters Peanut guy died. Isn't it?
Dumbledore died, basically.
That's true. Mine's more relevant to the story, so just...
Touche.
After a long while, they stirred and noticed the sun was peeking through the windows. They decided they should probably head up to their rooms before anyone came down. Each wrapped in a blanket, they walked to the staircase. Arthur pulled Molly into his arms for one final passionate kiss. Thank you for taking care of me, Arthur mused. Thank you for taking care of me also. Molly smiled up at her boyfriend. Good night, Arthur. And they shook hands. Just kidding. That's just how it feels. Good night, Molly Wobbles, Arthur said with a grin as he took his first step up the stairs. Molly walked up the spiral stairs to her room. She opened her door and went over to her four-poster bed. As she sat down on her bed, the curtains in the bed next to her pulled back. Andromeda sat up.
Andromeda.
Andromeda, yeah.
Andromeda, she's black. She's Lestrange, or yes. Bellatrix and Narcissa's sister.
Narcissa's sisters.
Narcissa
sister. Andromeda sat up. Are you just getting in? That's what I want Narcissa and like a Tia and Tamara poster. Andromeda. We got a backlog. Andromeda sat up. Are you just getting in? And is that a blanket from the common room? Looking part scandalized and part impressed. Yeah, it was an amazing night, Molly said. So did you finally get Arthur to get out of his own way? Andromeda asked. Molly reached into her bedside table drawer and pulled out a little glass vial. Yep, I told you I was good at potions. Slughorn said, that sounded so Minnesotan. Portions? Oh, portions. She loves portions. Slughorn said this brought out people's true feelings, so I stayed behind class today and nicked some of my potion. I knew just a little in his pumpkin juice and Arthur would finally make his move like I always hoped. Here, you can have the rest. Use it on that muggle you have your eyes on back home. Ted was his name, right? You know he likes you. Maybe he just needs a little nudge into action. I'll take it and think about it, Andromeda considered. So I have to know.
Andromeda is Tonks's mom.
Yes.
FYI.
Oh.
About the lineage. And there was something else that somebody said. Never mind. Keep going. Oh, I forgot about the juice. I forgot about the juice this whole time. Do you remember?
No, in the beginning, it was like the start of the story was.
Did you say that she poured the potion into the pumpkin juice?
Yes, that's right.
Wow. Andromeda was one of the other people that was burned off the Black family tapestry because she married a Muggle.
Oh, so she did marry. She married this guy,
Ted.
Oh.
Married Ted Tonks.
I love it.
I'll take it and think about it, Andromeda considered. So I have to know, what made you finally decide to take such drastic measures? Molly laughed to herself. Oh, well, in potions today, Miss Sluddlepuff Felicia Folly was looking to make a move on Arthur. I could not let that happen. All I kept thinking was, not my Arthur, you bitch. The end.
Wow. What an ending. Oh.
Sluddlepuff?
Well,
burn.
Wow.
You guys know that you can add reactions on here?
On where? Oh, wow. I don't know how. Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do, girl. Oh
my God. Okay. Let's sing and then we'll put up our poll.
Yes.
When the episode ends, check your underpants. Is your pickle up or down?
Meep.
Meep. Ooh, Danny, those voice lessons.
Oh yeah, Danny.
Meep.
Gotta breathe from the chest. Okay,
gotta breathe from the throat.
I gotta close out all of my Beaker.
You're looking off in the same distance as Beaker, and it looks like one of those like family portraits.
It's the best background I've ever seen.
Okay, can you see it?
Cute.
Yes.
I'm Juan's up for
Well,
sure. Even though she like nudged him.
You gotta go to menti.com. It's a new page because you can only have 3 on a free account, and
We ain't springing for it.
we have to pay for it. It's like $100+ for the bowl. So, go tell us, Lindsay. You were gonna say where your pickle lies.
My pickle is like way up. I thought that was wonderful. I mean, even though she sort of nudged him, I don't know ethically what we think about that, but I'm into it. I'm going to go to Menti.
Still his true feelings. She didn't change.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm putting in my code. What do you guys think?
My pickle's up. My napkin's up. Juan's up. I'm here for it. I love them. And I love that the story ended, not my Arthur, you bitch. So that is officially her trademark line.
And
finding
creating
her place.
Sluddlepuff.
Oh man, she was not having Felicia.
My wand was only slightly down because we didn't get to hear Danny do his Felicia accent, which was Southern for some reason. Remember? Wasn't it?
I was the fat lady. Wasn't the fat lady Southern?
Oh, that's right.
Chaos.
Someone said Pringle can up. Aaron. Danny?
Oh yeah, way up. Definitely.
How high's your Beaker?
Ask Beaker where. Look towards him and ask him.
I hate him. I hate it. I love it so much.
No.
Can you do that? Can you guys do that like facial expression where you're like, it's like, yeah, you can do it.
Definitely helps that I have a facial hair now.
It does help. Like your mustache guides it. Oh, well, we've got a wands down in the castle. Allie, you do that again.
Oh, terrifying.
Did anyone else watch VeggieTales when they were little? You'd have to sort of maybe have grown up in a religious household, but there was a cucumber. There was a guy named Larry the Cucumber, and he sort of looked like that too.
I feel like my sister watched it. Was that our siblings' generation?
Yeah, because I watched it because Jonathan watched it.
Yeah. Is that a religious show?
It was like cucumbers and tomatoes teaching. They would like reenact stories from the Bible and sing songs about it.
Oh, I think that went right over my head as a kid.
I'm sure most kids were just like, cool, a pickle singing. Or a cucumber. Well,
out on like a steak.
What?
There's like carrying a ginger food out on a steak. Like not so subtle.
They avoided that story, but yeah.
It's kind of an important one, but
sort of like the whole cross. Guys, that was so fun.
This is great.
So we're gonna take next week off. We have something cooking, so check our pages and posts. It's not VeggieTales.
Oh my gosh, lots of people watched it. Where's My Hairbrush was one of his hit singles. Because he didn't have any hair in the top, so it didn't even matter. Real hysterical stuff, guys.
Hit.
Is that the Samson story? Like what's going on?
This is why I am the way I am.
And after he found his hairbrush, Jesus rose. Again.
Well.
We love you guys. And we hope that everybody is staying sane and safe and just, love being together. And any closing thoughts, ladies?
I mean, this is just so fun. So I'm sure we'll be back. But thanks for tuning in and doing all the like polls and stuff. This was so fun. What a great story. We should thank the author again.
Yeah.
Anyone have that in front of them?
Justin Knoll. He commented in the group. He was so excited that we were reading his story because he wrote it a little while ago. So
this story was so good, Justin.
It was delightful. It was perfect for a live. I love this pairing. I can't believe it's been this long and we've never read Arthur and Molly. So this is an awesome way to kick off this duo.
So many smart like throwbacks and little like nuggets and so good.
Thank you guys for participating and tuning in. This is just such a joy for us. And I know that there is a hangout after this. I believe in the comments, Stephanie is posting that there's a live hangout. I think they're going to do it on Google. I think you can do up. I don't know how many people are in there, but I know they can have a lot of folks. So, yeah. So if you guys want the fun to continue, then join the hangout, the virtual hangout with the cocktail critiquers after.
Danny, how did you get the picture that was that perfect? Like he's right, that he's there, like to the side. He's as large as you are. I can't do that face.
I quickly photoshopped. No.
Let's all do that face to end before we go out. Oh, beautiful. Right? Gorgeous.
Wow. Impressive.
Okay, fam, we love you.
Okay, we love you guys.
Bye.
Bye. Lindsay fucking bounces again. Oh my God.